Hi there, and welcome to this online tutorial of how to use Follett's Destiny Quest for a research project. This is Mrs. Wallace, and I'm going to give you step-by-step instructions and show you how to find resources for your research project. For this instant, I am going to pretend that I am researching a project on the Alamo, and I am a student who is in the 4th grade. First, what I want to do is tell Destiny what I'm looking for. By the time you come to Destiny, you should already have your topic defined so you know what to search on. Because if you do not have your topic defined, it is very difficult to find resources that you need. And you just may be spinning your wheels and wasting your time. So I'm going to come up here to the Find box, and this is where I'm going to enter my search terms. You can either put in a specific title, you can put in a subject, you can put in an author, you can put in a series. It is really up to you what you want to search on. For the Alamo project, I am going to actually search on the Alamo. Now that is a very broad term, so it's really going to give me a lot of resources. I'm going to click in this Find box and type in Alamo and click Go. It is giving me 55 resources, and currently on this screen it is displaying 1 of 10. If I want to see the other resources that have come up in this search, all I have to do is click the next button and it will show me the next 10 resources, and I can continue to do that until I see all the books that are returned. I'm going to go ahead and go back to the first screen, and 55 is quite a number of resources, and I know that some of these are not going to be what I need to use for my research. I know I need nonfiction. The first thing I want to do is to filter out all of the fiction titles. There are several that have shown up right here on The Mystery of the Alamo Ghost by Carol Marsh. This is definitely a fiction title, and while it sounds like a great book, it's not going to be what I need for my research. The same goes for the Alamo Cat. If I continue to scroll, you can see that I have more fiction titles that have come up, and I want to get rid of these. So over here in your narrow your research or narrow your search box, this is where you can narrow your search even further. And you will see once I do that, it will actually take the number of my results down. So I am going to go ahead and search on genre because I know I want nonfiction. I want all the fiction titles to go away. I'm going to click on genre, and here are the different things that I can sort on. For this case, because I want nonfiction, juvenile literature is going to be the books that I want to see. So I'm going to click on juvenile literature, and then it took my results from 55 to 12. If you want to see what you are searching on at that time, right up here will give you your search terms. So I started with the Alamo, and then I went to juvenile literature. If I see this, I'm like, oh, wait a second, I wanted biographies, I didn't want juvenile literature, I just clicked this X next to juvenile literature. You can see it took me back to my original 55 results. I'm going to go back to genres, and I'm going to click on biographies instead, and I have 9 biographies that I can use as sources. I'm going to go ahead and go back to my juvenile literature, and then I can just put my cursor over these titles, and it will give me just a quick detailed dialog box that pops up. I'm not clicking on anything, I just move my cursor over the title. This book looks interesting and it might work. So The Alamo by Tara Britton. It gives me a little bit of a summary down here, but I really can't read it. So I want a little bit more information on this book. So I'm going to click on the title, and it pops off the title details. So here's my title and my author, a brief summary of what this book is about, and then it tells me that I have 1 copy of this currently available in the library. So if this copy or this title does work, it is actually in-house at this time, and I can go pull it and check it out. What I need to do is to write down a few key pieces of information to go find this book. The first is the title, The Alamo, the author, Tara L. Britton, and then the call number. This is so very important. If you write down the title and the author and not the call number, it is very difficult to find these books because this actually gives you the address of the title. If you think of the library as a neighborhood, just like a neighborhood and houses that are in that neighborhood, each house has an address. If you think of each title as a house, it has an address in a neighborhood in the library. So for this title, the neighborhood, it lives in the J neighborhood, and its address is 976.4 BRI. BRI standing for the author's last name. If you write these down, then you can take this key information into the stacks and you may find your title.